Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we're live from the HCCTV studios this morning. Good to have you with us for Up to the Minute. We've got a half hour of your HCC news and information. It's a Monday, back to work for many of us. Of course, we're kind of in between things here, but our summer classes will be starting up soon. In fall, yep, we're still registering for that, so we'll talk about that later in the show. My co-host this morning, Dr. Natalie Garza, HCC professor. Good to see you, Natalie. Thanks for being on the show again.
Good morning. Thank you.
So summer sessions, are you going to be teaching any of those this summer?
I do. I'm actually teaching both summer sessions for the first time, so I'll be busy.
They'll be busy. Now, they get underway pretty soon, so people can still register for those, right?
Yes. We're in person and online.
Okay, so if you're going to register for a summer session, they do fill up fast, so make sure you do that. We'll talk about registration later on the show, but we want to thank everybody for watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning that HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. And Natalie, they can also find us in social media and also on HCC TV.
Yes, we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page. That's Houston Community College, not HCC. As you said, we're on YouTube and on Twitter, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
All right, Natalie, you're going to be talking about HCC's Upward Bound program, and we've got two guests joining us right now. We want to introduce them real briefly. Latasha Battie Jones is a director of HCC's Upward Bound, and Alejandro Segura, an academic coach for the Upward Bound program. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be with you in about 10 minutes. Natalie's going to be talking with you about this program, so stick around. We'll be with you shortly. We're going to kick things off. It's Mental Health Monday, and we welcome someone to talk about the upcoming brave conversations regarding women's sexual health. Alexandra Almestica is the HCC Public Services Librarian and also with Women's Perspectives Committee member. Alex, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you, Todd. Good morning.
We've been promoting your event for quite a while now, and it's about women's sexual health. But first, tell us about the origin of the Women's Perspective Group.
Certainly. The Women's Perspective Group originated in Northwest under the guidance of Dr. Manascolani. At first, it was an empowering women's group in Northwest, but then as the program progressed, we decided to bring it up a little bit more, to have a broader impact across the district. And we try to host it twice a year.
And are these virtual, in person? How does that work?
Since we started during the remote work period, so far we've held all events remotely, online.
And how has that worked out for you? Good attendance?
Good attendance, a lot of watching the chat because our events are open, right? And great interactions, and certainly a brave space and a safe space for participants to share their experiences and interact with our speakers.
And what are some of the topics y'all have covered in the past?
In the past, we've talked about gender violence across the globe, women's mental health, and overall views of women as they relate to their own experiences.
It seems like, at least one of the topics talking about, it was gender violence. That's something that during the pandemic, unfortunately, domestic abuse seemed to increase. Is that one of the topics? Does that come up in the conversation from what you could tell?
That did come up in the conversation with Kristen Gates on gender-based violence. And she's a local lawyer that is well-versed in the topic. So women were able to express some of the unique experiences that they unfortunately went through throughout that time.
Well, now let's talk about the next event. What is included when we say women's sexual health? What's going to be included in that discussion?
So we're pretty excited about the next event. We're going to have Dr. Alexandra Coludas from an investigator in the behavioral health program at the VA Medical Center, and she specializes in clinical practice. So when we're talking about women's health, sexual health, it is a pretty broad topic. But some of the things that we're going to be talking about are like contraception, pregnancy, menstruation, fertility, menopause, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and also issues of sexual disease or sexual infection that sometimes, they're not talked about as frequently as we should talk about.
Where do women, in your opinion, where do you think most women get information or education on sexual health? Through Google? I mean, where does it mostly come from?
We have to say probably number one through Google. But there's also, if we don't have access to Google, we have access to our networks, our families, our communities, friends, word of mouth, texting, and whatnot. There's a lot of misinformation when it comes to reliable sources about this topic. And certainly, since the topic can be seen as taboo by a lot of different people, not all women are comfortable asking for, the good sources or reliable information about it.
When you talk about the topic being taboo, does that relate to culture or ethnicity or religious background? Does that play a role in how it's viewed and with women's sexual education and health?
Certainly, if you consider culture, ethnicity, and religion a lens throughout which, our lives are viewed, they do have a significant impact on the way we view the topic and other people view the topic from their own perspectives. So it is almost mandatory for us to develop a cultural competency across the board so that we are aware of how to, deal with this topic in a gentle and empathetic way when we work with diversity.
How does normal sexual health differ from one woman to another?
That is a very interesting question. And the word normal can seem, troublesome to some people. But medically speaking, there are some parameters of normalcy in the sexual health, right? And having said that, also normal can mean something different for a woman from different perspectives, right? So you have that avenue of the medical parameters, but you also have what the word normal means for somebody. And that can mean different things from different people. So we have to be aware of their unique perspectives.
And how would a woman's past trauma influence a discussion of sexual health? I mean, all of us are a collection of what we've gone through in our past, I would imagine.
Certainly. We've discussed this in our group as part of getting prepared for this program, right? And the reality is that, unfortunately, when it comes to sexual trauma, a lot of women experience shame, guilt, and fear. So there's that aspect that will certainly impact the mental state of a woman. But even beyond trauma, the nature of sexuality in women's bodies and our hormones and the things that we go through, your hormones could be off balance and you could be having a pretty rough day. And maybe that's not something that everybody's aware of, but we do need to be aware of the impact of positive or negative experiences in sexual behavior in women and how that affects them.
How is women's sexual health related to their mental health?
We could think that a positive mental health for women will have a positive impact on their lives, and the contrary could be said. Like a negative sexual health environment will certainly impact a woman. And the thing that, for example, with polycystic ovarian syndrome, a lot of people don't know how many women do suffer from this condition across the globe. And it's a silent, subtle disease that might not seem to be a big deal, but it can have a significant impact even on your metabolism, your health of your hormones. So we have to really try to educate ourselves and those around us about these issues, so that we understand that women's mental health is far more complicated than some people realize.
I'm learning that as having a partner myself, of course. And I know it's also important for men to understand women's sexual health, whether you're in a relationship or not, correct?
Correct. That is significant. It is significant for everybody to understand, and for men, it's critical too, so that you can know what processes are women going throughout different stages of their lives, and that you can develop a sympathetic attitude that's caring in understanding what is going on beyond just doing a judgment on somebody.
Right. Very important. We have World Sexual Health Day coming up September. I know right now it's Mental Health Awareness Month in May, but World Sexual Health Day is coming up in September. Is that correct?
That is correct. And we're looking forward to celebrating that too as we prepare for the programs for the fall.
So Alex, once again, this event is upcoming, and where can people go to register for it?
We have a registration on ID Loom. It's going to be, the event is going to take place on June 9th at 11 a.m.
Okay. And we're going to have
a link on our calendar of events for HCC.
We'll put a link in our social media post in our show and continue advertising for it. Alexandra Almestica, she is an HCC Public Services Librarian and Women's Perspectives Committee member. Thanks for being here and enlightening us this morning. We're going to keep promoting this and make sure you get some people online with you.
Thank you, Todd. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Okay, we're going to turn things over to Natalie. And Natalie, you've got some other guests that are going to join us right now.
Yes, we're welcoming Latasha Battie-Jones, Director, and Alejandro Segura, the Academic Coach for HCC's Upward Bound. Welcome to the show, Latasha and Alex. You have a summer camp coming up, which we'll get to in a bit, but I want to talk to you first, Latasha. We want to start with you telling us exactly what Upward Bound is all about, including the community that you serve.
All right. Thank you for having us. Upward Bound is a federal TRIO program that's funded through the Department of Education. Here at HCC, our Upward Bound sits in our Student Services Division. And basically what Upward Bound is called to do is to provide academic, social, and financial support to high school students as they prepare for college enrollment and to help them through completion. We currently serve students at Sam Houston High School, Northside, Worthing, and our last high school is, let me see, Alex, can you help me with that? I just started 3 weeks ago, so I'm still learning everything.
Yes, we service Austin High School, Northside, Sam Houston, and Worthing.
Thank you.
And how do you help the students in these schools?
So basically, when students enroll in our program, they're able to come throughout the school year and through summer. So during the school year, we have our Saturday academies. And when they come on Saturdays, they participate in academic support in English language arts, math, sciences. They also get life skills, financial literacy, help with their financial aid applications, and also their college admissions applications. Throughout the year, we also give them some cultural experiences where they get to take field trips, not only in Houston, but sometime outside of the state in the city, where they can just have time to bond as teens and get other social and emotional learning experiences. So this past year, they went to Chicago and they stayed overnight for several days and got to experience the cultural and tour a couple of colleges and museums in the city of Chicago. During the summer, we have what we call our summer camp, and it operates Monday through Friday from 8 until 3:30. And again, the students come and they have time to focus on their core content areas, like their English language arts and their sciences. But this year, we're going to be rolling out some new and exciting programs. And so they'll have some specialized workshops that they can participate in around STEM, entrepreneurship, sports and fitness, and civic engagement.
That's really exciting. You said that they visit a lot of cultural places when you go on field trips. Do they visit colleges and universities as well?
Yes, that's one of the things that we want to get them exposed to. And so as they begin to think about colleges, we want them to be able to go and take tours so that they can see college campuses around Texas and outside of Texas, because we know there's not a one college, one stop fit all, right? And so we want them to be able to experience the community colleges, the universities, the HBCUs, the public universities, the 2 years. And so we try to expose them and so that they really have a clear understanding of the options that are available to them.
So Alex, let's bring you into the conversation. Can you tell us how students sign up for the program?
Yeah, most definitely. So there's several ways to do it. For the most part, we do have online application that we have the students fill out. Of course, it has to be with their parents because there are some documents needed in order to get the student to be a participant in the program. Again, just because it's a federal program, so we will need some of those documents. But again, you can do it online. We have a QR code that'll take them directly to the link of the application. And then also we're trying to reach as many students as we can, especially for our program. So we also do provide paper applications if needed. So we can also, provide that to the students as well and the parents, just so that we can give, different opportunities and allow them to join if they do not have online access. But for the most part, yeah, everything is online. Scan the QR code, take you to our website. And then we do have paper applications as well, which we do accept.
So we'll have that application link in our post after the show. You have a summer camp coming up. Can you tell us the dates for it and what you have planned?
Yeah, definitely. So our summer camp is going to be from June 20th through July 21st. It'll be here at Houston Community College Central Campus in Midtown. And again, kind of how Latasha was talking about, we do have the weeks kind of planned out where it's going to be focused on, STEM, entrepreneurship, mathematics, and all sorts of that stuff. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I really want to emphasize that because what we're going to be doing is a lot of engagement with the students. We want them to be active within the college and the community as well. And every Friday, we will be doing free field trips for the students. So they will be able to, participate in a lot of what's going on here at the college and, pretty much get an opportunity to do something that they've never done before. So, we're looking at going to the NASA Center. We're looking at, doing some Astro games and stuff like that. So we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We want the students to be, coming out and having a great time with us and, to allow them to carry on into the school year where we, conduct our program throughout the year for them.
I understand that you are an alumni of the program. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So again, I've been around TRIO all my life. I was introduced to TRIO since middle school, and I took part of that, the program there back home where I'm from in New Mexico. So it provided me a lot of opportunities in my life. Got me to start thinking about, wanting to access my education further and, develop myself as well. So from middle school, I transitioned to high school where I was able to join Upward Bound, participated in that throughout the years. And then while I was attending my undergrad, I was part of the TRIO Student Success Center where I was interning at, and I was a mentor there for their program. And then I finally graduated. And then I moved out here to Houston and, I was able to, get a job working for Upward Bound. So it's been really fun. It's been great. It's, become full circle for me. And, being a first generation college student and graduate, I think is a really important program. And, these programs do actually work, especially out in the communities, especially the low income communities, where some students may feel like they don't have those opportunities. This program is here to provide those opportunities for them and to, show them something that they might have not known before.
Thank you. Thank you, Latasha Battie Jones, Director for HCC's Upward Bound, and Alejandro Segura, Academic Coach. And we'll have your info in our post after the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you all. We've got a few announcements to go through. One of them talking about STEM summer camps. STEM summer camps are going to be available at HCC. It's through HCC's Digital and IT Center of Excellence, inviting middle and high school students to take part in these summer camps. They're STEM IT summer camps that will explore the Apple Swift coding, cybersecurity, drone building, and flying and VR. The week-long camps aim to offer underserved communities the latest technologies and pathways to high-impact tech careers. The free camps include lunch as well. Session 1 is June 6th through 12th. Drones and cybersecurity is the topic. It's at HCC's North Forest campus. Check our post after the show. Keep in mind, folks, these camps fill up fast. You want to register now to be a part of them. And we've also got a West Houston leadership breakfast coming up, Natalie.
Yes, this is hosted by HCC Northwest, at the West Houston Leadership Institute. Networking breakfast is taking place in June. The keynote speaker will be new District 133 Representative Mano de Ayala, and currently serving his first session in the Texas House of Representatives. His district includes Houston's energy corridor, home to the global headquarters of several prominent companies. And this is happening Wednesday, June 21st, 8 to 9:30 a.m. at the HCC Spring Branch campus. For more info, check the email address in our post after the show.
We've also got an Instagram One College exhibition that's happening online. Instagram will be HCC's Gallery Walls for an exhibition that'll feature all studio classes from all colleges throughout the system. Your viewing link is now available through August 14th. Check it out. We'll have our information on that in the post after the show. And we've also, before you attend HCC, you'll need to do a virtual information sessions, and we've got those available online, Natalie.
Yes, calling all future Eagles, because starting your higher education journey can be intimidating. HCC is hosting these virtual information sessions twice a month to assist students to get registered. And you can register, as Todd said earlier, for summer classes still, and you can also register for fall classes. The HCC admissions advisors will help students apply. They'll help you secure financial aid and help you to decide on your education and career pathways. So connect with student support services. And again, we'll have that information after the show.
Okay, if you've got a favorite faculty member, now's the time to get them recognized. The HCC Faculty Senate Professional Development Committee is accepting nominations for the Faculty Teaching Excellent Award. Nominations will be accepted through August 31st, and the 3 selected faculty winners will be announced at the 2023 Betachek-Orman auction. Check our post after the show for more details. Fall registration is open. You can still register for the summer, but Natalie, main thing is make sure you register early, whether it be for summer or fall.
Yes, fall registration has begun. You can hurry if you want to secure your course, the professor, the location that you want. All the classes are being offered in person, online. We have hybrid options. If you can do online anytime, online in a schedule. And so to learn more about the specific programs, the start dates, and the options, you can go to hccs.edu/apply.
Okay, tomorrow on the show, it's Tasty Tuesday, and we're also continuing to commemorate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and we welcome Linda's Tropical Fruits, every kind of fruit you've never heard of. That sounds pretty cool. And we'll welcome back Elizabeth Ho, the program director of Coleman's Diagnostic Medical Sonography Program. All that and more tomorrow on the show. Natalie, good to see you, and good luck with your summer classes.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
All right. Thank you all for joining us on Up to the Minute this morning. We'll be back live tomorrow, 10 a.m. right here. See you then.